This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Today, we're going to go through 10 stories that we're following on November 8th, 2024. We hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think at 773-766-5322 if you can. First, NVIDIA jumped ahead of Apple to 3.65 trillion in market cap. Apple's at 3.44 trillion or so. Many of us have a lot of FOMO here, fear of missing out. It is what it is. Second, the Fed cut rates by 25 basis points yesterday. The markets are still pretty stable today. They're still up some. The Nasdaq's a little down. The S&P's a little bit up. Third, Hanes, the underwear company, jumped 18% yesterday on improved results. It also paid down $870 million in debt. We love debt pay down. Debt, as we often say, kills nations, families, and businesses. I also happen to love the black Hanes t-shirts. Fourth, Ralph Lauren jumped 6.5% yesterday on improved earnings and revenues. I didn't know that anybody still wore Ralph Lauren, but apparently they did. For me, it's been a long time. But God bless Ralph Lauren. Fifth, Ferrari is surging again on improved sales and earnings. Well, many of the luxury brand companies are starting to move in the wrong direction. We're starting to see Ferrari still do just great. Their symbol on the stock exchanges is race. How cool is that? I know a couple of people in our small town that drive Ferraris. One is a hedge fund genius. The second, an investor at the coattails of a close friend and rode that investment to glory. Or from what I can tell, there's two types of people that drive Ferraris. Those who just love cars and those that want others to know that they can afford a Ferrari. Sixth, Zillow jumped 24% yesterday. It beat on revenues and earnings. Overall, doing great and hitting it out of the park. About $580 million for the quarter in revenues. The revenues grew 17% the last quarter. Seventh, Under Armour also jumped 27% yesterday, despite a double-digit decline in revenues. In some ways, it feels like a sinking ship that's closed some of its leaks versus really going great. Eighth, CVS Health also dropped 7% yesterday. However, the good news is its revenues are rising, but its earnings fell. It's got a new CEO trying to stabilize the core business and trying to make it work. Ninth, Rivian is down 57% year-to-date. Lucid Motors down 47% year-to-date. Tesla is up 20% year-to-date. Rivian reported a third quarter revenue that widely missed its mark and a much bigger loss than expected. We'll see how that goes. Finally, the 10th story we're following today is Lyft. Lyft, which was all but left for dead a couple of years ago, reported record ridership and jumped 23% yesterday. I didn't see that surge coming. In any event, thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. P.S. We've got a free webinar coming up on building businesses. Free to join that, no charge. Text Scott Becker, 773-766-5322. Also thrilled to join an RSM webinar on diligence in healthcare transactions. Thrilled to be a part of that. Finally, I know that many people follow middle-aged and elderly sports closely. I happened to win a two-set match yesterday with a great partner, really due to him, not me. But in the famous words of Michael Jordan, I'm back. The captain's write-up didn't include a reference to my court, which won. It just said one of the courts who won. So for anybody on the team that's listening, it was my court with Charlie that won. No, I'm just kidding. In any event, great fun. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We hope you enjoy this mix of business and some entertainment. Thank you very, very much.